What's good, my people, man? This your boy ZTR here, and I want to say before I get started on this video, shouts out to my new subscribers, okay? Because without you, this can't be possible, you know. And I'm gonna basically talk about Young Pharaoh higher perspective, right? YPI perspective, right? Because he has a very insulting video that I personally don't like, that I'm taking offense to, because I'm a man who every day I have to get up and work, okay? I gotta pay my taxes like everybody else, right? I gotta get up here and work. I gotta pay bills, right? I gotta pay my rent on time. I got car notes. I got stuff I gotta pay for, right? I'm a man, I gotta take care of my family, right? So when you put out a video like he does, he has a video say why idiots vote, right? Only idiots vote, right? Which to me is clearly asinine. It's a very terrible way of thinking, because voting does make a difference, okay? Voting does help the community, right? Because it shows you that you yourself won't change, right? It's something you won't done. And if you don't agree on something, then you're going to vote against those acts, right? I'm going to tell you why Young Pharaoh put the video out, and I'm going to tell you this now. I'm no longer subscribed to that channel, because Young Pharaoh ain't showed himself to be really nothing positive or really helping nobody, man. His whole channel is just built on negativity, where he don't even try to give, he don't try to say what needs to be done, how you can help somebody, right? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. He got some videos where he's defending the innocent, right? Like we talked against we talk against same-sex marriage, gays gender being pushed in schools. Okay, he got those type of gems, right? He got certain videos where he's telling the truth, but in some videos he's just talking ignorance, right? Like all that stuff he said about the Nation of Islam and Louis Farrakhan, you gotta leave that stuff alone. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, like, no, it's bad, right? But my thing is, you talking about only idiots vote. So basically, by me being a voter, right? Me being registered to vote, and me wanting something to be done, right? And me voting against a certain candidate that I don't want to see become president, now I'm an idiot. I'm just gonna reiterate on that. And first of all, I want to say shouts out to New Possibilities, right? Now, New Possibilities is an older gentleman who actually responded to Young Pharaoh when he put the video out. Right now, that video was last year, right? I'm only reiterating this video because we getting closer and closer to the presidential election next year, right? It's only literally 6 months away, right? Next year we're gonna be having candidates, whether it be Joe Biden, Trump, or whoever, no sense gonna be running, to see who's gonna be the next president of the United States. Now is the perfect time to register to vote now, okay? I'm gonna tell you why voting is important, right? Now, New Possibilities said it best, and this guy, me, I remind you, this man is old enough to be Young Pharaoh's father. I'm serious, man. New Possibilities, that man is old enough to either be his father or his uncle or older cousin, right? He's old enough to be his elder. The man said it perfectly in his video why he thinks it's reverse, right? He said only an idiot will give up his right to vote, which is true. Now, folks, for those who are to the viewers who subscribe to Young Pharaoh, YP High, respect him, I'm gonna tell you why he put that video, all right? Because he himself is not allowed to vote anymore. Remember, YP Hire's perspective is an ex-convict. Pharaoh is an ex-con. He served time in jail. He went to prison already. He already got indicted. Anytime you get arrested for any type of misdemeanor, DOI, okay, any felony, and you serve at least 6 months to like a year or a couple years or whichever time you served in jail, you no longer have the rights to vote anymore, right? That's what y'all need to understand. Anybody that's ever served time in jail legally can no longer vote anymore. They give up your rights to vote. Why? Because they're not going to have any type of criminals having that type of power to try to basically influence the change of voting, right? They go in there and vote for who they want to vote for. They're not going to give them type of rights, right? They take away those type of privileges for anybody that went to jail, for anybody that's broken the law. So Young Pharaoh himself can't vote no more. That's why he don't mind saying idiots can vote, right? And I'm going to tell you this right now, man. And I've said this more than once. Freemasons, y'all need to leave Freemasons alone, right? Freemasons ain't responsible for none of this nonsense that goes on to this country, right? Donald Trump himself is not even a Freemason member, okay? Y'all gotta understand that. Stop blaming your problems on Freemasonry. That's stupid, right? That's just a damn excuse. Even how he talking is freaking stupid, man. Young Pharaoh himself has not gone to a lodge. He's not been to a lodge. He's not talked to no Mason members at all. None. He's not even interviewed no Freemason members, right? Never once has he even did a video talking about Freemasonry at all, trying to expose it, right? Because again, he's gonna come up short. He's gonna come out as a liar, right? Freemasons are not devil worshippers. I told y'all that already, man. Y'all got to do your research, man. Stop listening to these YouTubers who don't make any sense, right? They got no common sense at all. No, man, I told y'all before, man. Anybody that talk about Freemasonry just like they talk about Illuminati, that's just a damn excuse. That's all it is, right? No, Freemasonry, most presidents aren't even Freemason. Because how you going to talk about presidents being Freemason, but you don't bring up Skull and Bones? I want y'all to do me a favor and look up Skull and Bones after you're done watching this video, right? Or just pause the video, go look up Skull and Bones, right? That's where George Bush Sr. and his son, George W., including Ronald Reagan, was all a part of, right? Skull and Bones, well, I was told, and I did my research, this is like an old fraternity in Yale, right? But only certain people are chosen to be a part of Skull and Bones. Everybody can't be a part of Skull and Bones, right? Most of the higher up politicians, they're all join that type of society, right? Not Freemasonry. Freemasons, Skull and Bones are two completely different organizations, right? Just like Luciferians are not, or don't have the same agenda, right? No, if you go and research and look up what Skull and Bones is, you should get your answer to where a lot of these people who run for president come out of, right? Not necessarily Freemasons, okay? But again, man, Young Pharaoh's come off of somebody again, man. He comes off these YouTubes with a lot of exposing past who create their own agenda. They create their own narrative. They want you to believe in something that's not really even true, just so they can get views, right? No, man, voting does matter, right? Only an idiot gonna decide not to vote. And I told y'all this before, right? I've done videos in this, okay? If you don't care about voting, right? If you don't vote, then you should not be worried about who's president of the White House, right? As much as people talk about Donald Trump all day long, how many of them actually voted against Donald Trump? Okay? Because you want to know why Donald Trump is president? I'm going to tell you why, right? Now, it has nothing to do with the election being rigged or any of that nonsense, right? He's president because, for starters, he had help from the Russians, right? The man made a deal with Russia that he'll get they people in here, right? He'll get them in here legally, either by green card or by doing something to the system to make them come in here, right? Because remember, his wife is also Russian. She's a Russian immigrant. Okay? So as much as Trump does that against other immigrants, he's helped the Russians get in, right? So he made a deal with Vladimir Putin, right? I believe Vladimir Putin them been putting money into his campaign to keep Trump president. They've been putting money into his funding, right? And then on top of that, the other part is, look who all voted for Donald Trump, okay? Donald Trump make America great again. Look who all voted for him, right? Most of the people who voted for Donald Trump look just like him, right? And they came in the thousands to vote for him, right? And then C, on top of that, Hillary, ain't nobody gonna let Hillary in. Hillary is a female. And I'm not trying to sound sexist or nothing like that. Okay, I respect women's rights. But let's just be honest, man. Let's keep it 1,000. They ain't gonna let no woman lead the White House. No, man, this country still got an older generation, people who are still around since the baby boomer generation who don't believe in women leading their country, right? It's just like, it's people that believe in the James Brown theory that this is a man's world. Even though James Brown said that it's nothing without a woman, it's still a man's world where man controls, he leads, okay, he gets people to follow him. No, ain't nobody gonna let Hillary run for president because she's a woman. The same way as why Sarah Palin didn't get that far. Hillary ran twice, right? She was never gonna run, okay? They'd rather take a chance with Obama being president twice than let her in, right? And speaking of Obama, just because him and Michelle are not around in the White House no more, don't mean you don't vote, right? Obama said this before he left. Vote. Cast your vote. Do not stop voting because I'm not president. Vote, right? That was his exact same words. He encouraged people to keep voting, okay? You not voting, you doing exactly what Obama told you not to do. You letting Obama down by not voting, okay? So that's what I'm trying to throw out there, right? Y'all gotta vote, man. It's important. You young folks that's 18, 19 years old, you have the right to legally register to vote. Go vote now, okay? Especially if you don't want Trump and that vice president, which, by the way, I'd be our vice president trying to get Trump impeached on purpose, right? Again, for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna necessarily mention his name like that, but you know who he is. That vice president is the real devil. He's a real demon, right? Because if he gets in there, ain't gonna tell him what's gonna happen, man. All hell gonna break loose if he get in. I believe he wants Trump impeached just so he can get in there and do what he wants to do, right? He the reason why the KKK is lingering around like they've been doing since Trump got in there. And you get all this craziness. Look how many mass murders we've had since Trump been in there, right? So Trump has had his cabinet put together. Look how many crazy murderings has been happening, right? Jewish synagogues have been shot up. These Hispanics being targeted. I'm telling you right now, man, that vice president, if he get in there, it might just be another civil war. I'm telling you that now, man. That's why it's important to go vote. It's important to cast your vote in, right? And don't listen to Black Lives Matter, man. I'm telling you right, don't listen to all that pro-black, all that wokeness. These guys are fools. Because I'm going to tell you this right now, right? And to Young Pharaoh, right? This is to you, right? If you feel that you being oppressed, right? That voting means you vote on an oppressor, right? And if you feel that you're not being treated fairly in this country, that the laws that are being passed are not up to you like it, and you getting tired of the way black people are treated, then why are you still being here? Why are you still in this country if you feel that way, right? That goes to any one of y'all, right? You pro-blacks, right? You Black Lives Matter supporters, right? All you people like Young Pharaoh who complain about the government, you blame the Illuminati and Freemason for everything wrong, right? You say voting is for idiots, right? Then by all means, you can leave this country. You can save up money, get you a passport, right? You can pay like $1,800 to $1,000 to get you a one-way plane ticket to either Africa, Israel, right? Brazil. You got China, Korea, Japan, right? You know what I'm saying? You got Canada, you got all these European countries. You by all means can leave America and not come back. Because me, I was born here. This is my country, man. I was born here and I'm going to die here, right? Ain't nobody going to do nothing to me to get me to leave my country. Forget that. You know what I'm saying? My people them helped build this country, made it what it is, right? It was built off immigrants. I'm not leaving. Forget that, man. But this one I don't get it, right? But no, the problem is, especially with a lot of our black people, man, they make excuses. A lot of them don't want to work no real job. They don't want to get up on their ass and work a 9 to 5. They want to sit up there and be lazy. They want stuff handed to them. And just like New Possibility said in this video, he said this best, right? People like Young Pharaoh, they want to reap off the benefits of other hardworking people who have to get up every day and make a living, right? People who get up and work, get their education, get their degrees, and actually work careers, they're benefiting from that. They're benefiting off taxpayers' money, right? So every time somebody gets up here and votes, and they vote on laws to be passed, they benefit off that, right? These people want 40 acres of the move, but not even willing to put in the work, the effort to try to earn that 40 acres of the move, right? They're not trying to earn none of that. They're not trying to earn what they want. They want stuff given to them. They want other people to do things for them, right? Like he said, they want to act helpless. They're not trying to do nothing. They don't have no positive movements at all. Black Lives Matter is not a movement. Y'all got to understand that. It's just George Soros want black folks to get down on their knees and beg for something that to get back for those opportunities they know. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of these white supremacists don't want to give you. Instead of trying to make a difference and trying to earn it and try to work hard for it, they're trying to change it themselves. They want to get down on knees and beg. Like, what is take a knee really going to do? That's why I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? Stop falling behind Colin Kaepernick. He took a knee. He said all this about social justice, but he won't vote against Donald Trump. He won't vote for a certain candidate that can help run and make these changes that he wants, right? Just like, for example, the reason why the police officers are wearing body cam, the police officers all got to wear a body camera, right? So now you can see if they shoot somebody now. They can see what they're doing, right? The reason why a lot of these officers got to wear a body camera is because it was voted on by the people, right? And even then, you want to know why same-sex marriage is legalized? Because people voted for it. The LGBT got together with their community. They fought hard for that. They got straight people to support them, right? They got their families, right, to support them on that. And Obama made it legal. It was overturned, Proposition 9. That most straight people voted for years ago, back in 2003, 2004. Right? If it wasn't 04, it was 08. But again, anyways, man, the LGBT got what they wanted. All Obama did while he was president was expose the LGBT for people who are not happy. They just not satisfied. They can never just be satisfied. They gotta keep wanting more. He didn't legalize same-sex marriage, yet they still complaining. Right? Again, man, it's nonsense. That's all it is. No, only idiots don't vote. You're an idiot if you don't vote. You're not an idiot if you don't vote. Don't let nobody make you be ashamed to vote. Now, if you want to go vote, cash in your vote, because that means you made a difference. And again, I'm going to say this again. I can't stress enough. If you don't, by the time the elections come around, right, just like Young Pharaoh, higher perspective, he said he going to vote, right? Don't be that idiot, okay? If you don't vote, then you should not complain about change. You should not complain about politics. You should not complain about what the Congress and Senate is doing. You should not complain about who's being president if you don't vote. Remember, man, as much as y'all keep people bring up the civil rights movements, those people died, went to jail, had buses, you know what I'm saying, being bombed, right? People throwing flaming cocktails at their buses, right, with bottles, right? These people have been beaten to death, Suffer had the dog sitting on them and everything. Water hoses, all that done just 50 years ago over their rights to go vote. Okay? So that's all I'm gonna say, man. Young Pharaoh Higher Perspective, he lost me a subscriber. I can't subscribe to that no more. No, I can't do that. I can't subscribe to somebody who don't respect my rights as an American citizen. That I wanna vote. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot because I wanna vote against a certain candidate. I'm an idiot because I'm voting against Donald Trump, and yet you talk about Donald Trump all damn day, right? I'm an idiot, right? Again, y'all gotta watch who y'all listen to on YouTube, man. These people are just trying to get your views. They don't care about you at all. Because how you gonna piss up your viewership like that? Young Pharaoh probably had people on his who subscribe to or probably did vote it, right? How you gonna piss them off? That's all I'm saying, man. It makes no kind of sense. He has no intelligence at all. This what I'm saying, man. That way of thinking is stupid. It's terrible. Okay? No, you need to go vote. Go vote. That's important, young people. Right? Again, the reason why Trump became president because a whole lot of our people didn't care about voting anymore. Once Barack Obama and Michelle was out of there, people didn't care, especially black folks. They didn't care that much anymore. They really didn't. And even then, when marijuana was legalized, y'all went to go vote then, right? When they decided to legalize marijuana, many people came out the way to go vote on that, especially the potheads, right? Y'all voted for that, right? Why can't y'all vote on another candidate or a decent candidate, right? Even me, myself, I might just vote on an independent candidate. I might not vote Democrat or Republican. And that's my decision, right? I have that power. And I do know this, that you don't just go to vote for a candidate. You vote on certain proposition laws to be passed. I said that before in my videos, okay? And I'm going to say it again. When you go to the voting polls, you don't just vote on a president, right? You don't just vote on a governor. You don't just vote on a senator. You don't just vote on somebody to go to Congress. You vote on certain propositions, certain laws to be passed that can make a change, that can make a difference in our society. And that's when Young Pharaoh is not even saying that in his video. Yet he wants to put the blame on Freemason, right? He wants to do that BS, right? But no, man, he himself cannot vote because he's an ex-convict. And y'all understand why these jail cells these prison systems are built, right? They're built for control, right? They know the more and more people, especially black folks, they throw in jail, that's the more and more black people that cannot vote. So y'all need to think about that before y'all do that crime. Y'all need to think about that before you go out there on the streets, you start trying to hustle, right? Now, if you go to jail and get indicted, you're not going to be able to vote, all right? That's their way of controlling the population through not voting. Take away your rights to go vote by putting drugs in there, throwing stuff out there to get you to do that crime, right? So again, man, look at some of these rappers. They can't vote because they ex-convicts. They went to jail. So of course they're gonna talk they're gonna talk about politics. Oh, it don't matter, this and that and rigged. The people who said it's rigged are the ones who cannot vote. Don't be them. Right? Because again, if you feel you've been oppressed in this country, you feel these presidents are your oppressor, then why are you still here? Young Pharaoh? Young Pharaoh, I feel sure Young Pharaoh got enough money right now we can afford to get a plane and leave the country. Let's see Young Pharaoh go to Africa for the next 6 months, 6 to 9 months, and do videos out there and see how far you're going to go, right? Because you think it's so bad in this country, go to some of these other countries. Out there in Africa, near Egypt, there's slavery being going on right now. I've said this before in videos, man. You think it's so bad, try living in Israel. Where you got where they out there beefing with the Muslims, right? The Middle East. You know what I'm saying? Try living out there in China, where you got a democracy. You got people out there literally going to war in their own country in the streets over democracy, right? Not being treated fairly. That's what Adam Silver got in trouble off of, right? Him and that and one of the people in the NBA made a statement he wasn't supposed to be saying, which pissed China off. You got that going on, right? Try living in north of South Korea. You know, so try living in these places, right? And see how it goes, right? You got Europe, you know what I'm saying? You got those places. Try living over there for a year, man, and see how far you're gonna go, right? See how hard it is to survive, especially when you can't speak their language. Okay? As much as these people complain, these woke people, right? You so woke, you so pro-black, complain about oppression, complain about this country, this and that other. Most of them are not even trying to make change themselves, right? They want other people to do it for them. They want a handout. They want things to be given to them. They don't want to work or earn it, right? And you got that type of mentality. That's what New Possibilities basically spoke on, right? And he true. I'm just elaborating on it, right? No, again, man, y'all need to stop listening to these people, right? Anybody tell you not to go vote, don't listen to them. They're idiots, right? They don't care themselves. Yet they'll complain about what the president's doing, right? You get mad at Kanye because Kanye support Trump, but Kanye was just supporting this presidential candidate, right? You get mad at Kanye, but you don't get mad at Floyd Mayweather Jr., who y'all idolize, right? Who also voted for Trump, right? Again, you want to know why Trump is in there? Because he got celebrities voting for him. Black and Hispanic, right? Yeah, there's upper high class Hispanics that voted for Trump. Okay, the ones who own businesses, who own laundromats, who own restaurants, right? They own these warehouses. Yeah, they voted for Trump too. Believe it or not. Okay. So no, y'all need to stop complaining about politics. I don't want to hear it no more, man. Especially you woke pro-blacks. You talk about social injustice and this and that. You don't like these police officers, but you ain't trying to vote on a candidate who could stop police brutality, right? So if you ain't gonna vote, don't talk about it no more. Stop encourage others not to vote because you're not gonna vote. That's retarded, right? That makes no sense. And like I said, if you don't like being in America, you can get you a plane ticket to leave. It's just like Terrence, the dude who eats the chicken, who talk about politics, right? You know what I'm saying? He's funny. He's a funny brother. But Terrence even said on his videos, man, you know what I'm saying? Go to Africa and let me know how Farrakhan treats you. That's how I feel up to this point, man. You're not going to insult me and talk against me. You know, it's going to say me, going to call me an idiot for voting. At least I made change. I made something happen. Okay? I let my opinion matter. All right? But again, folks, that's the video, man. Anyways, man, y'all stay blessed. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, comment. I want to see what y'all think and y'all opinions are, man. Take care, man. Have a blessed day.